Hello guys, today we're going to be doing a video on LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga using the RTX 3050. We're running a Ryzen 3700X with 32 watts of RAM running at 3200 MHz. Alright, let's jump into the settings. We're going to be starting it off with 1080p on the low settings. I thought I would spend a little bit more time with 1080p on this card since it is mainly a 1080p card. So I'll be testing low, medium, high, and I'll fully max the game out as well. I don't get too many options here, but we'll go ahead and adjust them. And yeah. Also be doing some 1440p and 4K as well, because I think we can handle a little bit of 1440p and 4K also. But we don't know how far we can push the card at those resolutions.
Hello, this is your captain speaking. If you were wondering what those sounds were,
now I'm going to be playing episode 4, since episode 1 wasn't the best for actually playing the game and testing it out. Episode 4 was far more balanced with what you do. But so far, again, FPS actually does fluctuate quite a bit in this game as well, with the 3050.
They're here! Stop them!
This fighting scene we've dropped into 130, 150, which is still pretty good. And we just play with the mouse and keyboard for a little bit. The controls are actually pretty... Nope, not falling for this time.
Captain, please don't say that again.
I'm gonna go this way this time. Just give us a different path. Okay, you know what? I pressed the wrong button. There's no way. My finger slipped. Alright. This is actually the first time where playing with the keyboard and mouse in a LEGO game has felt really good. I've played a couple of them. The older ones mainly. The keyboard and mouse, and they don't really feel the best. Do we gotta fall down, or can we just go forward? No, I think we gotta push down now. Fair enough. So I guess we can just skip this little portion by going up top. Wait. Let's get back to the controller for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and increase the settings a little bit, bring it up to medium. This seems to be a pretty good balance for medium. Okay, good. And then save. We should really see performance impact. We should still be running above 100 pretty easily. This game is by far the most optimized recent title that we've had.
Milady, our path is blocked. We must find a way to...
I'll be testing out the 750 Ti tomorrow, which is like it's the minimum spec required for this game. And I'm pretty sure we can play the game at 1080p 30 FPS, I would imagine. Or maybe even better, maybe we can play this game at 1080p 60 on low. I wouldn't be surprised at this point with how well this game runs. Yeah, I mean, it's still above 100 FPS. Medium settings, so obviously we won't have any issues playing this game on max settings at all.
You're well aware of that, Admiral.
Even at 1440p, I feel like we can still push to 1440p medium to high and still have an above 60 FPS experience with this game. It's like the first time where we don't need DLSS or FSR for the game to run well. Or we don't actually need to have DLSS or FSR for the game.
You're not getting away that easy.
It would be kind of nice to have FSR support for this game, or even DLSS. I don't think we need DLSS for this game since they run so well. Any RTX card can easily handle this game at above 100 FPS. But FSR would be nice for like people using older generation cards that want to get a consistent FPS. But I guess we'll see tomorrow with the 750 Ti. Who's hiding in boxes? What are you doing, man? Alright. Move along. Hey, good timing.
No one is getting up.
Oh dear, this is such a mess. I'm gonna stay on medium settings for this part since... Oh. Ow! Leave me alone.
Hey, who's that? Just a couple of droids. Hey, scary.
No way you didn't get past. See if people are trolling you. Alright, I'm gonna stay on medium for this part since this target section will definitely cause a pretty big FPS drop. So I just want to see how it runs on medium first. There we go, we're getting 65 FPS. So the lowest I've seen this game ever hit is in this section when I shoot the turret on 4. I haven't seen any section with a bigger drop playing this game, and I've played around 4 hours so far. So just keep that in mind. Go ahead and bring it up now to high settings. We can still increase our SSR to very high, but I'll keep that, you know, for later on. Shoot the turret one more time. Very similar FPS. We lost about 4 or 5 FPS, I believe, so nothing too major. And you can play this game at max settings, no issue. What's over here? Secret or something? Yeah, like we're still falling above 100 FPS, so tiny to be high.
Escape pods. I'm going to regret this.
I've got a brick. Cool. Yo, are you guys friendly or what? Sit down, coward. Alright, open up. I guess they both lead to the same path. You just going a different section. I'm looking for the. I want to see if they kept the dudes in the pool. Yeah, there they have in the hot tub. I love it. It's over here. Okay, he's in the booth. Respect. Oh, where's this? Okay. Seriously, where do I gotta go though? Communicate. Dude, this guy is actually stuck. C3PO, come on, let's go. Oh, it's building a mini kit, okay. Cool, how do I... Okay, now we can build. Use R2. Do the puzzle again.
Hey, you're not permitted in there. It's restricted. You'll be deactivated for sure.
Well, why'd you build it then? There we go. There's our escape pod. It's only one setting that's left, SSR. I don't think it will make too much of a difference, but I'll play for like a minute with this. Yeah, I know how to play. We can upgrade. Fair enough. Okay.
Fine, let's go that way. But mark my words, we'll be malfunctioning within a day.
The game looks kind of blurry. I don't know why.
I have just about had enough of you.
The anti-aliasing. Look at the trails under my... That's cool. When you go over sand, it actually leaves a trail. That's really awesome. Frame rate is sitting around 110. GPU is sitting around 80% usage on average, so it's kind of weird. 1440p looks so crisp. If you got a 1440p screen, definitely want to play it at 1440p. Since we're getting 80 FPS. Look at that, GPU is still like sitting at 80%. This is not a CPU issue at this point. Since we could have easily pushed above 100 FPS in this section. But now the game doesn't. This might be a DirectX issue as well, because remember with Dying Light 2, when I did the video with Dying Light 2 with the 3050, GPU wouldn't go past 80% usage until I used DirectX 12, and then at that point it was just maxed out fully. Frame rate fluctuates around 70 to 100, it seems like. So either way, we are getting a pretty good experience. But I got a feeling that in that turret section, or in a heavier scene like we had in the turret section, you will fall below 60 FPS for sure. It's like pretty much guaranteed at this point. So I don't know how often that's going to happen. I've played episode 1 and episode 2 so far, and I didn't have any FPS drops at all. Or any FPS drops that was as intensive as the ones in the turret section. So, might be okay, might be just very rare, but... Yeah, anti-aliasing definitely makes it a little bit more blurry for sure.
Now, let's make our way to that cantina. We need to find our pilot.
Yeah, I don't like temporal as much since it does create a blur effect. You lose all your sharpening, all the sharpening that you get for playing at 1440p. Yeah, it looks much more crisp with that temporal anti-aliasing. But I'll still enable it since we are testing the ultra settings. getting 80 FPS, so we're losing a little bit here and there. It's like 5 FPS per preset.
Hey, your droids. They'll have to wait outside. We don't want them here.
We should inquire
And indoor-
about a pilot to take us to
Indoors, it's pretty similar to outdoors as well. We're still sitting in the mid 80s. 4K low settings. This game looks so crisp every time I play this at 4K. Wow. Just the textures look so good, even at 1080p. Not even 1080p. Even at 4K low on the low preset, it looks so good. Pretty much don't need anti-aliasing at this point. If you're playing at 4K or 1440p, you don't really need anti-aliasing as much. But 1080p or lower, you definitely do need some sort of anti-aliasing to help it out. It's honestly not that bad. We are sitting at 55 FPS to 60 FPS, but didn't feel any lag at all. I've heard a bunch of stuff that this game at 30 FPS on console feels really laggy. But I guess we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna just keep pushing our luck, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up to 4K max settings. Just no in between. We're all in or all out. Feels kind of laggy now for sure. 45 FPS. The camera movement feels pretty sluggish. But again, it's not too bad on controller, which is what I'm playing on right now. Let me go ahead and switch to keyboard and mouse. Yeah. Same problem as every other game where you have to use the mouse for aiming. This is not as bad as the other ones. It still feels like it's decently smooth still. But when you go quickly, you definitely do feel your lack of frames. 40 FPS.
Alright, let's go find this docking bay.
Excuse me, sir, but according
Okay,
to Archer,
let's go back to controller.
Bay 94
40
is
FPS
on
honestly
the
doesn't
other side
feel
of
too
the
bad.
settlement.
I'd rather have 60 FPS so you can
Make sure you are well
definitely tell the
prepared
improvement
before we
between
leave.
30 to 60. But obviously you can still play like this if you want to play at 4K max settings. But I don't think people with a 3050 would have 4K gaming in mind anyway, but still. The sweet spot for this game is either at 1080p max settings or 1440p medium to high settings. 1440p, there's a good chance you'll fall below 60 FPS in a more demanding area. Alright, I think I'll wrap the video here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. If you did, give it a like and a subscription, really highly appreciate it. See you next time.